Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 206. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys. Those are the sounds you might have heard at a rally if you're trying to vote for the Cheeto recently. And that is obviously what we're going to talk about on this show.
Yeah.
You know, we're not big fans of the Cheeto.
Yeah.
But, and we don't want him to win. And we have said stuff like, at any cost, you know?
Yeah. And
like,
we've gotten more explicit than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
but
yeah. No, like, we haven't done that.
Yeah.
We're actually very, like, we're pacifists.
Yeah.
We're all about, like, you know, peace and, you know, like, we like mostly peaceful protesting. Remember that?
Yeah.
During the George Floyd riots where and that's what a Republican would call that. They wouldn't call it like a peaceful protesting of BLM and gay rights or whatever. Didn't they like combine the two? Well,
people were bringing like, people
it was like BLM, but it was in like rainbow letters.
Well, people always try to like shoehorn their issues into something that it's like, when there were George Floyd protests going on, I would see a lot of like trans flags, and it's like, what does that have to do with George Floyd's death? It's like, shut up, that's part of it, okay? Yeah. Intersectionality
is like where like
you just group in all the issues you want, even if they're in complete contrast with one another.
Yeah.
Like the people doing the Queers for Palestine stuff and waving the trans flag at Palestine rallies. It's like, yes, that's completely an opposite. Yes, the two things are completely an opposite what you want, but it feels good to say, and that's what it's all about.
Intersectionality, it's basically like when you get to an intersection and you're like, oh, no, you go. And then they're like, no, you go. And it's like, so it's like you're two cars at a four-way stop and like you're BLM and they're gay or whatever. And then you're like, no, you go. No, you go. Oh, gay rights, black stuff. Gay stuff, black stuff, and then you just crash into each other, and then it's like a party of everybody's awesome stuff. And then women come in, they're like, oh, I can't drive, and then they totally go through, and then they make it all about them, and it's their thing, and you know, and then that's what happens. That's what intersectionality is. It's a explosion of whatever you want it to be, and then mental health.
Yes.
Right. And then also climate change.
Yes.
And then also, I don't know, Queers for Palestine.
Yes.
You know, just pick whatever. When you see stuff going down, you got to run in with your thing.
Right.
You know?
It's important to shoehorn your message into, like, if you see someone else getting attention, you're like, hey, what about me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And then when you see the intersectionality, like, crash happening, you go in and then you go, wow, this is a crazy accident, and you know what this is also, where this all is going down, it's on stolen land.
Oh yeah,
you got to throw that in there too. Yeah, and climate change.
Right.
Climate change, but also this is on stolen land.
Yeah.
Are you getting it back? Fuck you. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
This is our shit now.
Yeah, you're not getting it back. But it is stolen.
It is stolen. That's bad. We will kind of like do a little like one of these for you guys.
Right.
But then if there's a team named in the honor of you guys, we will erase that and then make it like some sort of cowboy team or something.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yeah. So, back to the important issue at hand here.
Yes.
So someone tried to assassinate the Cheeto. And yes, we don't like him, but look, like you said, we're pacifists. Political violence is never okay. We need to tone down the rhetoric. You know, we want to.
Like,
as
how
Joe
could
Biden,
this have happened?
How could this have happened?
From what people like, we've never said.
As Joe Biden said in his address to the nation, Trump needs to be defeated democratically at the BattleBots. Okay, he needs to be defeated at the BattleBots.
He said that.
Yeah. See that?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys
If you can find that clip, Alex, I gotta see that.
Yeah.
That's cool. The BattleBots.
Yeah. Trump needs to be defeated at the BattleBots.
So what was did Biden present his BattleBot at that
he should have.
speech?
He should have.
That would have been tight. What is it? Is it like, I imagine Biden's BattleBot is one of those carts you have at Walmart, you know?
Thanks.
Right.
You know those when you go to Walmart and they have the little shopping carts you can like ride around in?
Yeah.
That's Biden's BattleBot.
Right.
He goes out and he's in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how BattleBots, it's like two guys, like there's definitely no people in it.
Mm-hmm. Is it this one? No, it's the one where he's at his desk in the Oval Office.
Okay, keep going. Let me go back.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, we don't support any political violence. We are peaceful and democratic, and we would never hyperbolize or threaten violence or encourage any physical harm to our political opponents. That being said, do not go back and listen to any of the 205 episodes of this podcast. We definitely did not encourage implicitly and explicitly for exactly what happened on Saturday to happen.
Yeah, don't look at any of the previous episodes, including this episode, for calls to...
Which we will certainly be doing later.
Yeah.
We definitely, in last week's episode itself, we definitely were not calling Trump Hitler. We definitely didn't call him worse than Hitler. Okay, that definitely didn't happen.
Yeah.
We definitely did not literally call for his death many other times, so many that I've lost count at, the last 205 episodes. We definitely didn't do that, okay? No. We've always been very peaceful.
Yeah.
And
don't send us our own stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? We know, we've seen our show. Okay?
Right.
You speak out strongly for our democracy. Stand up for our Constitution and the rule of law. To call for action at the ballot box. No violence on our streets. That's how democracy should work.
I think he says it again.
We debate and disagree. We compare and contrast the character of the candidates, the records, the issues, the agenda, the vision for America. But in America, we resolve our differences at the battle box. That's how we do it, at the battle box, not with bullets.
So he said,
not with bullets, but with mechanical saws and ramps. And
so he said it twice.
That's how we do it. We resolve our differences at the battle box. That's how we do it, at the battle box, not with bullets.
Damn, dude.
The power to change America should always rest in the hands of the people.
Times. That is hilarious.
Wow.
So,
dude, if you're the producers of the BattleBots show, you got to use that.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
We definitely have not.
That's like today's duel. You know how like people used to be like, I challenge you, and they would slap you with a glove or whatever, and then you would have to meet me in the park at dawn for, hey, here's your dueling guns or whatever. Take 10 paces, turn and fire, and then the real man shall be standing.
Yeah.
Which I wonder when the last one of those was. When's the last time they did that?
I don't know.
But now the modern version is to take it to the BattleBots.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Trump's machine versus Biden's machine. So Biden would have the Walmart grocery cart, and he would be in it.
Yes.
Like in the BattleBots thing. And then what would Trump have? What would be his robot?
Probably like an Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he would have like an actual
it's red,
Transformers.
It's blue,
Yeah, that
it's like a.
Doesn't Optimus Prime transform into a
truck?
Oh, it's a semi truck.
I think it's a semi truck.
I was thinking of the movie Big, where it transforms into a building. Remember that? That would be his.
Right.
It transforms into Trump Tower. He's like, look at it. It's the biggest building of all time. It's huge.
Yeah.
And then it transforms into a robot and kicks Joe Biden's ass.
Right. Yeah, so he almost got his head blown off on...
He, like, turned his head at the last second.
At the perfect moment.
Yeah. They basically got, like, a ear piercing.
Yes.
Like you would get at the mall.
Yeah.
You know, that's what like every 13-year-old girl looks like at the mall when she gets her first ear piercing.
Yes.
You know,
A lot of bleeding.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were totally devastated by this and totally weren't saying such fiery rhetoric that that led to this type of thing happening.
Yeah.
We have always been very measured, very calm, and couldn't imagine why something like this would happen.
Now, there was a bunch of people that were saying, like, you know, oh, they missed and shit like that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that out there.
And we will probably say that once
it's politically cool to say that.
Yes.
Yeah. But also, like, don't send us screenshots of us liking those comments. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, our account did not like those comments.
No.
We don't know who did that. There's tons of people that have their hands in our podcast. As you know, this is like a huge operation. It's definitely more than like 3 people are involved.
Yeah, there's a huge massive
team,
company here.
big team involved here.
Yeah.
Okay, and it wasn't us. So
Yeah.
you know, we don't know who did that, and we will fire those people. You know.
Yeah. So I don't know how anyone could be inspired to try to assassinate Trump when we've been saying stuff like he's a threat to democracy, he's worse than Hitler, he's an authoritarian dictator. Yeah, by any means necessary. Yeah.
And you know what we mean.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how anyone ever would have gotten that idea because we definitely never said
we don't
we
condone
never
that kind of
said
stuff.
exactly that.
Yeah.
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 So I don't know how that
could ever happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, they like kind of fumbled the whole thing. Like, you know, people were like pointing at, there's like a guy army crawling on the roof over there. And then there's like a Secret Service guy, like with like a rifle on a tripod, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like aiming at the guy.
Who shot him back, a split second after he fired.
Which,
it's
like, it seems like, you know, you can't try to run on the field at a baseball game. What happens to those guys? Those guys get sniped
they get
immediately.
lit up. Yeah.
They get crushed. And then, you know.
This was a deleted tweet by Joe Biden underneath.
I'm absolutely certain it'd be the best.
Is that confirmed?
That was a real tweet from July 13th. Or no, from he deleted it, but it was like a week or 2 ago.
But isn't his
about the Bulls?
Doesn't he tweet from like POTUS or whatever?
Well, I think he does campaign stuff from Joe Biden, but just like presidential duties from.
But him saying
POTUS.
that bullseye remark made him delete it.
Wow.
Or his team, or whoever.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if citing his recent comments, Republicans blame Joe Biden for Donald Trump rally shooting. Some citing Biden's recent statement that it's time to put Trump in a bullseye.
Yeah, it's real.
That's wild.
Yeah, I guess it is real.
It was like a week or 2 ago.
That's one of those things too, though, where it's like you're kind of saying like we're gonna target him as who we're gonna beat in the election, not necessarily. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
right. Yes, that is the defense of that comment there.
Yeah.
Which is obviously what he meant.
Yeah.
He didn't mean anything by it.
Mm.
So, right, he should be the focus of our attacks, is what he's saying. Obviously, we love Biden.
Yeah.
So,
and look, he meant what he said when he said, "Let's take it to him at the BattleBots."
Yeah.
Okay. That's. And he said it, and if you thought, "Oh, that was a flub," no, he said it like 5 times.
Right.
He meant the BattleBots. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take it to the octagon or whatever the shape of the BattleBots Ring is. Is that still on Comedy Central? Is that still happening? What is that on?
I remember it being on G4, and I think Mick Foley, the wrestler, was the host.
Okay. Why aren't we the hosts?
We
should be the hosts of the BattleBots. Okay.
Yeah, we totally should be.
I mean, I can comment on robots fighting. You know?
Yeah. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So the Cheeto has broken his silence on his assassination attempt. And he said, this article is loading, but he basically said a lot of stuff like, the Secret Service did a great job. They tackled me so I would be protected. And then I put up my fist. You just know that the Cheeto was he planned his response to this, okay?
Yeah, a lot of people are speculating that the whole thing was an orchestrated event.
So he could get some sick pictures out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there aren't totally fire pics.
No.
I mean, it's like, dude, you couldn't go to like, the mall. Remember when you could go to the mall and there's like a photographer at like a Sears?
Yes.
You couldn't get glamour shots at a Sears that are as good as those pics, where he's up there and he's got the fist up.
Right.
Yeah, that one at the first one there, right here. Dude. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's definitely not the coolest picture
and
of all
also
time.
that you're going to get the black vote with that, dude. You got to do the black power fist.
Right,
dude.
he did the black power fist. He's been shot.
He's got a woman in there, The only flub they could have had is you got to get a black person in the CIA or the whatever the.
Well, they did have some good diversity, equity, and inclusion by having many women as part of the Secret Service, which is definitely a good idea to have 5'4" women protecting the 6'2" president.
Yeah,
it's definitely not a huge safety risk to have someone so much smaller than him defending him. That definitely makes a lot of sense to do.
Yeah. And they can totally lift his weight if he goes down.
Oh, yeah,
needs to be moved or something.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And there's also definitely not a picture of one of the Secret Service women like hiding behind
his body.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's definitely it's
you could say
it's not what it looks like.
No,
okay?
that woman is protecting his six. Okay.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So that's what that is.
Yeah, yeah.
So, that's the defense.
There
of that
also
woman.
wasn't a hilarious video of one of the Secret Service ladies like trying to holster her gun and not knowing how.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, that doesn't exist either. So don't look into that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's the Secret Service did. Those women did a great job. Well, it's tough. It's like it's the age-old debate. It's like we love women. Obviously, we're the voice of women.
Yeah.
But what about like Republican women?
Well,
or in this case, women who are protecting a Republican.
That's when they're not women because they're like saying anti-women stuff.
Right, right. It's like, it's like a black person who voices sentiment that's anti-Biden.
Yeah,
you ain't black.
Yeah, you're an Uncle Tom.
You're an Uncle Tom. You're a race traitor.
Yep.
You're a cracker, cornball brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're all of those things.
Yeah.
And you're not invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
We're taking your spot.
Yeah, exactly.
So give us your whatever you were going to bring to the cookout, and we're bringing it.
Yeah. And if you're a woman who says, I'm not sure I want to vote for Biden, you lose your woman card.
Yeah. Give us your tampons or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to be a woman anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, we loved those female Secret Service. They did a great job.
Look, there's no way they could have seen this coming, right? It's like the sniper guy with the scope that was staring directly at the guy army crawling on the roof with a rifle. How could you know what was going to happen?
Right. And then
how many times you're in Pennsylvania? It's like there's a guy army crawling on the roof
with
of
a gun.
A building with a AR-15.
Yeah.
It seems like normal Pennsylvania stuff to me.
Yeah.
Right? So just let him, he didn't get a ticket to the rally, so he's far away. That's why he's got a scope, so he can see. You know, he can see like 4x or maybe 15x.
Yeah.
You know, so he's like right there. You know, maybe he's just looking at the thing through the scope. You know,
Right.
so you know, because they did say he was also a Republican.
Yeah, he was a registered Republican. See? Maybe it was an inside job by the Republicans.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they tried to do it just to make Trump look more sympathetic. Maybe they faked almost death to now a guy did get killed. A fireman did get killed who was there at the rally with his family and like dove on his family.
They'll do that the Alex Jones thing. Will be like that was a crisis.
Oh,
actor.
a crisis actor. Yeah. It was a crisis actor.
Yeah,
we can do this shit too. See,
that's kind of what happened. It's like a bunch of people on the left became conspiracy theorists.
Oh yeah,
like the day before they'd be like, oh. You think all these conspiracies are real? You fucking idiot! And
right.
This happened. They're like fake news.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
I saw a lot of comments. 100% fake. I'm 100%
that was a blood
it's
pack.
Fake. Right. It was ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some ketchup.
He did
down.
like the WWE thing.
Right.
He's got a little razor blade in his. He goes down. He like cuts a little piece out of his forehead. And he's like, "Oh my god."
No, he didn't even cut his foot. He cut. You know what he cut? The ketchup packet.
Yeah.
And then he smeared that on his head.
The Latin community's calling it michelada.
Michelada.
Yeah.
What's that?
What does that mean?
Remember michelada?
What's that?
With tagine? No. All right. One sec.
Yeah.
All right. So so that's actually our take. It's fake.
Yeah.
It was a rubber
fake news.
It was a rubber bullet.
Yeah.
It was a rubber bullet that, I mean, wouldn't that still maybe kill you at that distance?
So this is like the ketchup that.
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
Like you see the circles.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that our take? That it was fake
Yeah.
by
I think that's a good
set up
We
by
think that.
Trump.
Yeah, we think that, but also it's how dare you think that?
Right.
Whatever you think, we disagree with you, and you're the problem.
Look,
actually,
this is a complicated matter, and there's a lot of opinions you could have. Make sure before you form an opinion that you reach out to us, and we will tell you what's acceptable to think. Okay?
You know what I don't. You know what I think? I don't even think there was a shooter, and the thing that almost killed him was climate change.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how serious it is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how serious climate change is right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's like what's that movie, The Happening, when the air was killing everybody?
Yeah.
That's how bad it is right now. And there's like there's literally, have you ever seen that movie?
No.
There's literally a chase scene in the movie where they run from air.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're like running, and then like Mark Wahlberg's like, oh my God. And they keep looking back, and then they show like stuff like leaves and shit like blowing, and that's like chasing them.
Yeah.
It's a bonkers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the air makes you like retarded. You like say like a dumb thing, and then you like kill yourself.
Oh, gotcha.
That's like what it does.
Got it.
So like when the air catches up to you, you might say something stupid,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will kill yourself or something.
Got it.
Or unalive yourself or
whatever. Unalive. Yeah, we like
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah, we like saying all those. That's our favorite thing.
Yeah, we
to
like
do.
when we write something out, we like putting asterisks instead of letters.
Yeah.
That's what we do for Trump.
We self-censor all
Yeah,
those
that's
things.
what we do for Trump. We do
Like TR asterisk asterisk P.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like
That's like cool and sassy when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it like shows that you disapprove of that person
Yeah.
in like such a sassy way.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing that. It sends such a great message when we do that.
And it's also cool for like having like an actual discussion about anything when you have to substitute all the words in those things. You know?
When you self-censor yourself because you're such a pussy that you won't even write out a word.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
But it's cool and brave when we
But
do
we're
it.
also caution tape over the mouth boys.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Exactly. We are both things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say whatever, but also we're going to censor ourselves
Yeah.
on top of it.
Right.
Like we did put the caution tape over our mouths.
Yes.
Like we did that. That is kind of self-censoring, putting the caution tape over your mouth for the photo shoot. Like that's what you got to do.
Yeah. So anyway, to sum things up, Trump is Hitler. Trump is an authoritarian dictator wannabe. He's a fascist. He's a threat to our democracy. If he gets back in office, our country will end as we know it. He will destroy our country.
Yeah.
He is worse. He is Hitler. He is worse than Hitler. He is the most evil man of all time. But we condemn political violence, and it's not okay to try to injure or kill a political opponent, okay? We don't know how anyone would ever get that idea, and the place to defeat your political opponents is at the BattleBots.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah,
So,
we like that.
yeah.
So right before the show, we noticed that Trump did pick a vice president.
He picked a vice president,
He picked this.
J.D. Vance.
Yeah, he picked this young 39-year-old guy. You know, he could have picked us. You know, we would have been in there, and we would have told him what to do. You know,
Yeah.
we would have been the moles from the inside. I mean, think of the votes he would have got from the left if we were on.
Oh my God.
He would have got.
we get the women vote.
Yeah, we get the black vote.
With the black vote, every other
You
minority
want
vote.
every minority vote. You pick us as your VP.
Yeah.
You want to win women, black people, Asians, body positive, fat people, women who are body positive in their tit and ass area.
Definitely those.
Yeah, the hot women vote. We got that
Yeah.
for sure. Mentally ill women, so just basically all women.
Right.
You know? So that's all, like, we got it all covered.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, yeah,
So
I mean.
it's big flub on his part not to pick us as the VP.
Yeah.
And, you know, people are
What
like,
if
how
we-
do you pick two people as a VP? And it's like,
You just do.
you just do it. Remember
Yeah.
that documentary about the Nickelodeon guy, the Dan Schneider thing, where they would hire two writers to get one
Two
salary?
women. Yeah, yeah.
They would split one salary.
Yeah. If he could do it, then
Yeah,
why can't we do it?
Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we're not doing the other thing that was going on where we're giving them back rubs and sucking them off or whatever. We're not doing that.
no.
Okay? That's happening to us.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And that's by interns, like Bill Clinton did.
Yeah.
That was cool.
This is what you guys would get if it was half.
yeah, I
We
would
get
accept
284,000.
So I would accept
600.
half of that. I would take $142,300.
You know, I think we could make that work.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess. You know, plus political contributions from people, and you know, our Patreon would probably.
Stock trades.
You know.
Nancy Pelosi stock trades.
Yeah,
you know?
we'd get some good inside stock tips. We would know every stock pick to make.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'd get Nancy Pelosi's stock person.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think we're actually shooting too low here. You know, you talked about us being the vice presidential candidate for Trump to take him down from the inside. I
We
like
should
that
go
idea.
third party.
No, we shouldn't be the VP. We should be
The
the P.
Yeah, we should be pushing P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out in these streets.
Yeah.
Because they not like us. Yeah.
You ain't black.
Yeah. But we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We were quoting our queen, Kamala Harris. And,
I'm speaking.
And yeah, the Democrats are like, oh my God, Biden's poll numbers are terrible, but we have no good option to replace him. Ever thought about picking us?
Yeah. And you know
Again.
what's good? You know what's good? Our poll numbers.
Yeah.
And you can spell poll a couple of different ways if you know what I'm saying.
That's right.
Yeah.
Also, whenever we have asked someone to say what they think of us in a poll, yes, we are on top of the building with a red dot on their forehead,
Yep.
which they
We
know
are
about.
crawling on a rooftop.
Yeah, yeah.
With a AR-15.
Yeah. So they know that, but that doesn't affect their decision in the way that they're.
Yeah. Yeah. When we do a poll, like one of us knocks on their door, and then Yeah, we're like holding the clipboard up, and we're like, yeah, you can just vote for whatever you think.
Yeah, what's your approval rating of the Two Woke Boys?
It's like what you send like a girl in like elementary school. Like, do you like us? Yes, no. It's one of those.
Right.
So it's like, you know, we're like, hey, we're with the census, and they're like, are you? Like, why are you wearing a future is female T-shirt? And I'm like, because that's the future, all right.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you know, so and it says, do you like us? And it's like in parentheses, the Two Woke Boys. And then we're like, go ahead and vote for whatever. And then they'll be like, why is there a laser on the, where's that laser coming from that's on the yes, that's like circling the yes? And we're like, don't worry about it. And they're like, the laser's gone. I'm like, yeah, it's because it's on your forehead right now. So just go ahead and
answer honestly.
Answer honestly. So and I'm like, you know, you just answer whichever one you want of these two answers.
Right.
And they'll be like, you're circling the yes.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah.
Yeah, and sure enough, we have a 100% approval rating. So that's people's honest response. And
people just like us. It's just what it is.
So, yeah, I mean, we would be the perfect Democratic co-nominees. Women vote, minority vote, like you said.
Gay vote.
Gay vote.
Yeah.
I
Gay
mean,
vote, but don't expect us to.
Yeah, we'll like, if you're gay, like, we'll take your votes, but like, don't expect.
And I will have that Secret Service lady that was protecting Donald Trump's butthole. I will have that same lady right in front of my butthole, okay, the whole time.
Yeah.
And she better stay out of my butthole too, even though that's, you know, it's a lady doing it. It's not as gay, but still get out of my butt.
We would have all women Secret Service.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would be secretly servicing us.
Yeah. With their consent.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would just get the hottest.
Yeah.
Just a team of like.
It'd be like
it would be
Victoria's Secret models.
Hooters waitresses. Yeah. We would do the Air Force One would be sponsored by Hooters Air.
Yeah.
We'd bring that back.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just take a Hooters airplane.
Yeah. Like it wouldn't be the black plane that it is now. It would say Hooters on it in huge letters. Like, here comes the presidents.
Yeah.
I guess there's two of them now.
Yeah. Our Secret Service would be Hooters waitresses.
Yep.
In their they wouldn't be wearing black suits and sunglasses. They'd be wearing their uniforms from work.
Yeah,
which is at
and
Hooters.
they would have like the earpieces in, but it would be us in the earpieces being like, all right, service us right now. Yeah. It looks. I think I'm afraid somebody might try to shoot my penis right now. So if you could just cover it with your mouth, that would be protect it. You know,
right?
Like go all the way down too. Like you gotta push her head down to protect myself.
Yeah, if she wants that, but that is the job.
Well, I need to be protected.
And you did.
It's like I'm afraid someone's going to shoot my penis off.
Right.
So,
and when you sign up to be Secret Service, you know you do say, "I will put my life on the line."
She will
for
put
the
her
president.
body at risk.
Yeah.
For, And it's like that's So I'm going to like lay on my back and I'll be like, get on top of me and cover my body, and I'll kind of hug her down, just kind of be like, oh my God. And then like, as I get up, I'll be like,
right,
let's go. You know?
Yeah.
While I'm, inside of a Hooters waitress or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got ketchup smeared on your face, fist in the air. Oh yeah, it's not ketchup, it's tahini or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There will be fluids that are
for sure,
that are on your face
everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the future that we want.
Yeah. It sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should be president,
Yeah. God, that would be sick.
That would be so sick, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just giving speeches and having Secret Service women.
I would only do speeches via slam poetry.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would do all your political speeches in iambic pentameter or whatever.
Yeah.
And there would be at slam poetry nights. And then I would do my political comedy.
Yeah.
And it would just like people would think it's like so he just starts fights, But it's like mix like Matt Rife like crowd work comedy with like
WWE.
Yeah, like a Jerry Springer like you're about to fight situation.
Yeah.
Like a world star. People fighting at a McDonald's.
Yeah, when you're taking questions from the press and Fox News sends their token guy to antagonize you.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, what was that? Why don't you come up here?
Oh, you
Come
think you're
up
going to
here.
say that? Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a press conference. And I just threaten to fight all the
press.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, what do you think about that? I'm like, oh, what do I think about that? Why don't you come up here and fucking, oh, you want to solve it with the BattleBots? I'm a BattleBot.
Mm-hmm.
Come get some, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, so back to the vice president, J.D. Vance, vice presidential nominee, rather. He's not the vice president yet, okay? Kamala is the vice president.
I'm speaking.
So, J.D. Vance, do we like him? Obviously not.
Mm-hmm.
He's white. We hate that.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Ohio. He's from Appalachia, which we just found out. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, yeah. Close to where ally of the show, Jeff Zenisek, once lived.
Yeah, West Virginia. Yeah.
Dumb hick.
Yeah,
West
Hillbilly,
Virginia.
West Virginia. Woo-hoo.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to drink Mountain Dew and have sex with my relatives.
Yeah.
Or whatever they do.
They all do that there.
Yeah.
So we hate him because he's white and hick.
Yep.
But there's a couple things that are intriguing about him. One, he has an Indian American wife.
Okay.
Which means that
we do
he's
like that.
fetishizing brown women.
Oh,
that's unacceptable.
Bad. Yeah,
that's
it's bad to be in love with a woman that's a different color than you.
Yes.
Because that's racist.
It used to be
it's racist to like a person of a different race.
Yes. It used to be a liberal value to not give a shit about intermarriage or like race mixing. But now that things are coming back around, we are pro-segregation, and any couples that are mixed race, stick to your own. All black dorms, all black housing, interracial marriage isn't just love; it's the sign of some problematic power dynamics and fetishization going on. So he's a white guy fetishizing a brown woman.
But if a person of color likes a white person, that's cool. If a white person likes a person of color, that's a fetishization or whatever that word is.
Yes.
Fetishizing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, it kind of depends on the situation. It's case by case.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we'll say, like, if a person of color likes a white, if a person of color likes a white guy, then she's just trying to, like, use whiteness to integrate herself into society and to raise the status of her family.
Yeah.
And don't they say stuff like that? And it's like they're trying to use white supremacy to get ahead. But other times it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, just ask us, if you're wondering, like,
Also,
hey, is this okay? If this like interracial couple is this acceptable or not? Just ask us and we'll tell you.
Here's the other thing too. It's like whatever your Republican dad doesn't like, that's what we like.
Yes. Except if it's segregation and anti-race mixing, then we agree with your Republican dad.
That's what I'm saying.
But for different reasons.
If your Republican dad is for segregation, we're against it. But we are for it.
But we're for it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But in the right way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't make sense to you,
then you're a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot, dude.
Yeah.
This is like, it's pretty easy to get.
Yeah. What are you, from Appalachia? You from Ohio or West Virginia?
Yeah, let's drink a beer.
You grow up with J.D. Vance?
Yeah, I like this hillbilly, and I like that movie, The Hillbilly Elegy.
Right. So that's another interesting thing about him.
He's like
we
an
just
actor,
found out.
I guess.
Well, he's an author, and he wrote this book, Hillbilly Elegy, that became a Netflix movie. So that's intriguing to us because we love Netflix we're film guys.
Buffs.
Yeah, we're like, and we love the blend between like government and entertainment. Like when Netflix do like an Obama documentary, like, ooh, we love that, and like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry on Spotify, and like we just eat all that up. We
curl up with our cup of coffee with two hands that we're holding the cup.
Oh, the podcast, Michelle and Barack's podcast.
How cute was that podcast?
Oh my God,
failed almost immediately.
Oh my God, and yeah, the Meghan Markle stuff, and we just love we love blending politics, entertainment. We just love it all. So we do like that aspect of J.D. Vance, that he has this Netflix movie based on his life. But we hate him, obviously, because he's a Republican. And he's running with the Cheeto. And you know what's interesting? When the Cheeto started running, he was like, he's bad, I don't like him. And then he flipped. Huh, interesting.
It's interesting to flip-flop your opinions.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about that.
No.
This show is like,
so ideologically consistent.
We're the most consistent podcast.
Yeah. We don't completely change our position the moment.
Yeah. This is a politically non-binary show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
We are fluid with our choices.
Yes.
And but it's rigid. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that makes any
sense. Just like our polls. Like our poll numbers.
That's right.
Polls. Rigid.
Yeah. Our poll is very rigid, and sometimes it's soft, but it's your fault that it's soft.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you have to give me an hour.
Yeah.
Before
give me a minute and maybe
I
don't know, put it in your mouth for a little bit and make it rigid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because you're our Secret Service girl boss.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the Hooters Air.
Yeah.
The Hooters Air Force One.
Yeah. I think if we did that, we would be mandated to make Nick Adams, alpha male, our vice president.
Of course. He would be like our press secretary.
Yeah. Well, he can't be. Is the vice president allowed to be non-U.S. born? Probably not, right? The president's
I don't think so,
not,
because then they couldn't be the president.
Right. So yeah.
But then it's like, doesn't it like with government, doesn't it like go kind of down a line of like people could eventually be president?
Right.
Like, couldn't essentially like how far down the list is Ilhan Omar? You know?
Right. Well,
because like Nancy Pelosi's like
third in line.
Yeah.
Right. And okay, so you have to be a natural born citizen to be the vice president. But yeah, what if it goes to third in line? What if, because you don't need to be natural born citizen to be Speaker of the House, right? So if the president and vice president get killed, yeah, how does that work then? Can they become the president?
I think it's one of those things. They're like, it's fine, but then when it becomes a thing, they'll be like, you kind of can't do that.
Yeah,
you know, but there would be like some sort of backlash.
Yeah,
but it would be only on one side, right? Because then the people that would be, there'd be people against whatever the side is of that lady, right?
Yeah,
with a binary political structure.
Yeah. But yeah, so J.D. Vance, just final thoughts on him. It's like, why did Trump not do what Biden did and said, I'm going to pick a black woman no matter what?
Is there a black Republican woman?
Candace Owens.
Yeah, you have to pick Candace Owens. It's like the only one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we like Candace Owens.
Yeah, well.
Actually, she needs a firm talking to.
Yeah.
You know, and we would do that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we would definitely have a conversation with her.
We would have a dialogue with her.
A dialogue would be had, for sure.
Although I think she might be, like, pregnant now, so it's like we're not about that life.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll get her, you know, to maybe not have that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll educate her on abortion.
Yeah.
So yeah, Trump's obviously racist. He picked a white guy, unlike Biden, who's not racist because he picked a black woman. It's that simple. Okay, there's no more nuance to be talked about than that. There's this other case, dismissal of court documents. This thing.
That's with the Trump case, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
Trump's classified documents case got dismissed, and obviously they're just like, oh, we'll let you off easy.
Do courts just
Cheeto.
dismiss everything now? Because it seems like every court case is like dismissed, and then they just like kind of throw it out. It's like first it goes crazy as like, oh man, this is happening, and then it just gets dismissed. But that's like less news, you know?
Right. So
Same thing with the Alec Baldwin thing.
Oh yeah, he got off on the Rust shooting, which
Also, Harvey Weinstein, also mistrial situation.
Right,
you know?
right.
So he's out as well. Bill Cosby also out in the streets.
Yep. Yeah, so this Cheeto classified documents case got dropped, which is obviously ridiculous. We still hope he goes to jail, and he's Hitler and an authoritarian fascist who single-handedly is going to end this country.
Yeah, and something needs to happen to him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Let's
let's just not,
chill out and-
not have any kind of, dangerous
Yeah,
rhetoric.
yeah,
okay?
exactly. We need to tone down the rhetoric.
Mhm.
I'm sick of the Republicans with their harsh rhetoric on their side.
Yeah, they're the mean ones.
Yeah.
They've been saying really mean stuff about Biden. Okay.
Like when they say, let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that really mean? What is that code for?
Yeah. That's really fucked up to use this code because
Yeah.
Donald Trump is literally Hitler. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what we say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, this Cheeto classified documents case got dismissed. Obviously, they're just like, oh, we'll let you off the hook on this one, buddy, because you almost got shot. That's obviously what happened. Biden condemned the shooting. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. The settle the score at the BattleBots. We love that. But celebs and Hollywood power players are turning on Joe Biden after George Clooney ditched him. So Clooney wrote a great op-ed in the New York Times saying that Biden should step down. And look, George Clooney is an actor and rich, and therefore he should choose the president.
Yeah, we
So-
hate rich people, and like there's a lot of wealth inequality, but it's important to listen to an actor.
Yes. And now a lot of people on the right wing have been saying for years that like Biden is incompetent. He's clearly lost it. He's not, he can't handle the rigors of the most important job in the world. He couldn't get hired at any other job. He needs to be replaced. This is crazy. This is dangerous for our country. He can't be in there. And they all need to shut the fuck up. But now that George Clooney writes an op-ed about it, it's like, okay, now we are open to looking at other options.
Now it's time to really talk about
Yeah,
it.
and if you were talking about it before, shut the fuck up. We didn't want to hear that, okay? Now, when George Clooney writes an op-ed, then it's time to examine it,
Yeah,
okay?
he was in Ocean's 11,
Yeah,
and that's important to kind of let him
and he has
say
a
stuff.
girl boss wife who's like a lawyer or something.
Oh, really? He has
Yeah.
a girl boss wife?
Yeah. You ever hear people say like, Amal Clooney isn't George Clooney's wife. He's Amal Clooney's husband.
Okay, yeah, I love that.
When that's like a controversy, when like an article headline says like George Clooney's wife and we like lose our shit. Say her name.
Yeah, say her name.
Yeah, even though we didn't know who the hell she was
Yeah,
before she
we're
married
like
George
asking
Clooney.
her,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
who is this?
What's your name? Yeah.
What's her name again?
She's a human rights lawyer.
Right. Total girl boss. And yeah. So anyway, now that George Clooney has called for Biden to step aside, we're open to discussing that. And we think he should be replaced with someone who would get the women vote, the minority vote, us.
Yeah.
So
That's
we should replace Biden on the ticket. We already discussed that. Let's see. Oh, Julia Fox comes out as a lesbian.
Yeah.
So sorry, boys, she says. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
After all those DMs I sent?
Yeah. Quit doing that.
Yeah.
Quit dyking out.
Yeah. It's like she's lesbian. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
She hasn't had
She
us.
hasn't had the right,
Yeah.
you know,
She hasn't been with
the
the
right
boys
one yet. Yeah.
Maybe she needs to go to Paris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Julia Fox, come on this podcast. We will be your muse, you know?
Like the
Just-
uncut gems.
Yeah. Or just, yeah, we'll be your muse just like Josh Safdie was in Uncut Gems.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be your...
Did she do something else that was really stupid that people were making fun of before that? 'Cause I feel
She
like
posts like weird
she's-
videos all the time.
What do you mean? Like what kind of weird?
Just like on TikTok.
She was kind of like, what's that one girl we used to cover all the time?
Demi Lovato.
Yeah, Demi Lovato.
Yeah, she.
Yeah,
God,
what's going on with
yeah,
her?
I just have
What's
to
up?
Google.
Yeah, we got to see what's going on with Demi Lovato. She changed her gender again.
Yeah,
or
what is? It has been
she's like,
way
I'm
too long.
non-binary.
It's
I'm
like,
mad
look,
at an ice cream store.
we got a lot of news going on this week about
Demi, it's
Trump
time to
and
get in
everything,
the
but
mix
it's
again.
like, we
need
need to
Demi to
cover
get in the
Demi
mix
Lovato.
again. Maybe she cut her publicist, so that's why we're not seeing much of her anymore.
Okay.
You know,
And no like recent articles are popping up about her.
man, this poor girl.
What the fuck?
It's unfortunate for Demi Lovato.
Leaving us to talk about like presidential assassination attempts and other like low-level trivial stuff when we could be talking about what gender Demi Lovato is this
We
week.
need to talk about that. You know, it's something I'd like to talk about is, the Olympics are coming up. That's a good way for our country to, kind of heal itself over, smoking another country at, pole vaulting or whatever.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. We love the Olympic Games. We love that stuff. And then our queen, Simone Biles, one of the greatest Olympians of all time. You might remember her from quitting the last Olympics like a hero. Remember that? Remember when she had the bravery to quit the Olympics and like not even play because she was afraid of flipping?
Yeah, that
and
was
her
awesome.
job of flipping.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool and not the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
No.
But anyway, so Simone Biles has moved past Tokyo. If critics can't, she says that's their problem, not hers. Okay. Simone Biles has, this is an article on the Associated Press. Simone Biles has spent the last 3 years moving past the Tokyo Olympics. The gymnast superstar understands that not everyone has. No matter how many national titles she wins or how many times she stands atop the podium at the World Championships, Biles knows she remains frozen in time to critics unwilling or unable to forgive her for pulling out of multiple finals at the 2020 Games to protect herself. The proof is in her mentions, the ones she says she tries to ignore, but she still stumbles across anyway. Stumbles is a good word to use for this tumbler of her. But anyway, the 27-year-old wants to make something clear as she prepares for a third trip to the Olympics. The redemption she is seeking later this month has nothing to do with silencing those who will tune in to see if the twisties resurface. That was the fake disease that she said she had. Remember that?
Yeah.
She was like, I couldn't do the flips because I had the twisties.
Yeah.
And then she went on like a really serious like news thing. She went on like 60 Minutes, and then they were like, so tell us about the twisties. She's like, when you are flipping, you like lose where you're at. And like, you could get really hurt. And it's like, yeah, that's what tumbling is, right?
Right.
That's why when they land, they go, what the fuck? How did I land that? That's why they do that when they land.
Yes.
They go like, can you believe that shit? I landed on my feet somehow.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Yes.
So anyway, likely they'll say, oh my gosh, you're going to quit again. Or are you going to quit again? And I'm like, if I did, what are you going to do about it? Tweet me some more, Biles said after winning the Olympic trials last month. Like, I've already dealt with it for 3 years, but yeah, they just want to see us fail. It's like failing is different than quitting, right?
Yes.
Like you didn't even give yourself the opportunity to fail. And you could have given that opportunity to, I don't know, another athlete that would love to be in the Olympics instead of like, you know, wasting everybody's time and then going on a press tour to talk about mental health.
She was a hero for that.
Yeah. That was really cool.
She should do the same thing this time around.
I think she is going to do the same thing.
That would be so awesome.
She's going to just continue to take spots in the Olympics and then talk about mental health.
Sometimes you just can't even, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, think about how hard it would be to work once every 4 years. You know? That's hard.
Yeah.
That's super hard, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Simone, you know, we love you, and if you can't,
if you want to take a mental health break,
yeah. If you are struggling to, and you feel the fear of, you know, doing a bunch of flips and then accidentally landing on your back on a mattress, you know, that's unfortunate. But let me have you come over here, and then I'll put you on your back on this mattress, and I'll show you that it's okay to be on your back on a mattress.
Yeah, I mean, she is married to an NFL player, so I'm gonna sit that one out.
Yeah, well,
let you fight that guy.
He needs to not do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe that's why
he's just with her for the fame, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because Olympic gymnasts are way more popular than NFL guys, and I definitely wouldn't be like stoked to meet the NFL guy and like wear a jersey for and ask him to sign
a jersey
before
for
he
you.
kicks the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I was just showing her moves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's not what it looks like. I can explain. Yeah. You hit him with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's like, look, I don't have like, I'm sorry I don't have gym mats, but the next close thing to gym mattresses is the mattress in my bedroom. So we were doing tumbling exercises.
Yeah.
You know? That's why she's
naked,
like on her back like a you know, cockroach that's about to die, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's like how you would land if you didn't land your trick, you know?
Right.
And then I'm on top of her, like kind of being like, it's okay to be like this, you know? And I'm like, wrap your legs around me.
Yes.
Know, for safety, you know? So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So let's get these emails going here. We had an email come into the boys.
I wonder who it could be from this week.
Well, we got two emails. Okay. Got another email follow up from somebody here. First email I'll read. Is God a joke to you? That's the question.
Oh wow.
Boys, as a longtime listener of your podcast, I'm disgusted. On your podcast, instead of changing your sinful format to spread God's word, it has been explained to me that you made fun of me, or you made fun of my advice in front of your tens of listeners. I originally thought that Cole was rejoicing that he was finally getting proper advice instead of invitations to do polyamory on TV shows made by the devil to spread evil. However, my friend who looks like if Scully from Power Rangers got face tattoos said this is not the case and you were mocking me. What you've done is evil, but God forgives you, I forgive you, and the community will forgive you, unlike Malcolm Kellner, who has no redeemable traits. Cole, the other man who is not Cole, let me tell you, 3-4 years ago, I lived just like you, constantly getting drunk every weekend and seeking the approval of women through six-pack abs, backwards baseball caps, an immeasurable amount of one-sided sexual encounters. Like you boys, I cannot recall the names of my immeasurable number of lovers. But unlike you boys, I have found peace through reading scripture, surrendering to God, and meeting my forever person, and understanding that my body count, in parentheses, thousands, is not nearly as important as my Gotti count. The amount of hours I spend editing Bible quotes over dramatic photos of aforementioned six-pack. I hope you guys will correct these actions, change your podcast from Two Woke Boys to Two Godly Boys, and start discussing scripture instead of bachelors, bachelorettes, the blacks, polyamory, which house pets the Chinese consume for dinner, in parentheses, dogs. These things are not significant in the eyes of the Lord. Remember, God will always forgive you, but I won't. Timon K.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Timon K, who I'm going to assume is Timon Creek,
He
has
also
written into the podcast again.
He also wrote, P.S. The link I previously provided was to my personal branding course. Your 3% discount code is 2GodlyBoys. Note that this is only for Cole and not Cole. Everyone else must pay full price.
Wow, what a generous discount there. So thanks for that, Timon. I'm gonna reach out to you and say I think it's time to put the past aside and unblock ally of the show, Malcolm Kellner, on Instagram. I think you should do that as a peace off, as a guy who loves, Christ and forgiveness. I think you should forgive Malcolm Kellner for doing some parodies of you and unblock him on Instagram, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So that's my response to that.
To
But
Timon.
also, if you do know a guy who can hook it up with some steroids, I have a friend who has been interested in hopping on a cycle.
Nice.
So if you want to hit me up, I'll pass that info along to him, because steroids don't count as drugs.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay, so we got another email here. This email is titled, Need Advice Before Trump Rally.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, TooWokeBoys. We all know what needs to happen. Just want to check in with you guys first. Biden needs to win this election at all costs. Okay? So before I go all in, I'd like to know if you guys think it will make a difference if I donate my life savings to the Biden campaign. This is a huge step, and it would land me in the streets, homeless. Please let me know your thoughts on this before I go to the Trump rally in Pennsylvania. Yours truly, anonymous white male fan.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Wow, this guy.
We could have prevented the assassination attempt against the Cheetah.
We could have told this guy, don't do that.
Yeah. Which is definitely what we would have told him to do.
Yeah. This crazy guy here.
Yeah.
So yeah. Someone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now he's dead.
Yeah. Another dead listener of the podcast.
Yeah.
Just so many fans.
Yeah.
That was just missing out.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
Wild to see.
Also, thank God the shooter was white,
Yeah. That's
then we
another-
can.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really like talking about it because, he was trying to kill our political enemy, but he's white. So, yeah, we got to do something about these white guys with guns.
All right?
Right?
Another thing I want to say too.
Yeah.
Thing that happens every time there's a shooting, what are they using?
Guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bad gun.
Yeah, but also, let's think about this. Why are all the guns black? Racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's racism. Why aren't there white guns?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of bullshit,
Yeah.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
But all the shooters are usually white guys. So,
Yeah.
So, just something to think about.
Yeah.
Guns are racist. Maybe ban the guns.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't get to this email in time. We got to do a better job checking those.
We got to get like some
tragedy
sort of
strikes.
email, like manager person or something, to get us these messages before tragic events happen.
Yeah.
It is weird that like people that do crazy things just want to shout out to the pod real quick.
That is wild.
Before they go do something insane.
Yeah. Did we get a message from maybe Richard S. by chance?
That did just happen.
Okay.
I am not seeing anything in my email from from Richard
Yeah,
S.
maybe we will.
Or,
maybe we'll have seen it by
there was
next
somebody
week.
else too, right? What was the other one? There was Richard S. The workout guy.
Yeah.
There was who
Oh,
else?
the act Shelley.
Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
from The Shining.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Phil did an interview with her a few
Really?
years ago where she had like gone crazy.
Oh,
And
wow.
Dr.
Didn't she
Phil,
go crazy in the movie?
Yeah. So maybe she wasn't acting. Maybe she
Yeah.
was just actually crazy.
Yeah.
But Dr. Phil interviewed her after she had gone crazy, and I know was taking some heat for it, for like exposing her to or like setting her up to be a laughing stock. But we love Dr. Phil.
Hell yeah.
Dr. Ruth also died.
Oh
Sex
yeah,
therapist.
that's the other one. The
Oh,
sex
okay,
therapist.
the sex therapist.
96.
Yeah.
Well, looks like there's an opening for sex therapists now. So if you are a woman who needs to talk to someone, or you want to do some immersive sex therapy, hit us up in our DMs. And
Yeah, I'm like an expert sex therapist. You know, that's like something I've always been an expert at.
yeah,
And if you're a woman, I'll do like sex therapy with you. But you know, like let's say you're having trouble, like you and your boyfriend aren't having that much sex. Come over to my place, like I don't know, like 2 a.m. and 2 a.m. and we'll kind of talk about it, and then also we'll have sex to kind of see what the deal is. Like maybe you're not very good at sex, so if you have sex with me, I'll be like, that was like okay, I guess maybe we should do it like I don't know 55 more times.
yeah,
And maybe just kind of see if you get any better over a period of improvement, and then maybe take that back to your boyfriend, and maybe you guys will have better sex, and you might be like, hey, what if like you and me got together and like we went on like dates and stuff like that, and it's like no, that's not what this sex therapy is. You just come over here, you get better at sex, and then you go to fucking dumb brunch or whatever that dumb bullshit is you normally do with your boyfriend, and you make him go to that shit.
yeah,
I'm not doing that with you, okay? We have important things to talk about, and we're therapizing your sex stuff. Okay?
yes,
So, and if you're really good, maybe I'll put you in the Secret Service.
and
You
give
know
you
what
a
I'm saying?
Hooters outfit.
Yeah, you get a Hooters outfit, and you get to bring me chicken wings and suck me off on Air Force One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The U.S. Secret Service, sponsored by Hooters.
yeah, and Tilted Kilt.
Yeah.
And Buffalo Wild Wings. Do they have? Is that like a hot waitress?
No, I don't
thing?
think so.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they got normal
what are they
people.
doing?
Yeah, they
why
got
would
to step it up.
Sport jerseys.
Why? What if you're like a sports bar restaurant? Why don't they like do the like? We're not really a strip club, but they're about to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's like the Hooters waitress is like kind of like dip your toe in stripping.
Right.
Like
right.
it's like, look, you don't want to.
Stripping light.
Yeah. It's kind of that, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not. And it's there if you want to do it. If you want to transition over, maybe you want to exercise your pole dance skills, do the, backroom stuff that they do there,
Right.
private dances,
Yeah.
which is also part of my sex therapy stuff. Yeah.
Your private, you take them into your
Like,
private office,
they'll
which
go
is
into-
just your bedroom.
Yeah, and it's very much like the back room at a strip club.
Right.
That's how my bedroom looks. There's like couches in there, and there's like a DJ playing, like Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when that song's over, get out.
Uh-huh.
Like the song is playing, I'm gonna bust, and then immediately you're gonna leave.
Yes.
And I'll stop the song. Like if I bust before the song is over, I'm cutting the music, and then I'm like, okay, let's get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug?
I don't think so.
All right.
Thank you to the allies of the show who came out to watch Cole do slam poetry last week, and ally of the show, Jeff Zanasek, do stand-up. We will be posting some videos from that soon, so stay tuned for that.
Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah. And follow allies of the show, Malcolm Kellner and Jeff Zanasek, on all platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Send emails to the show, TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. Send us your emails. Give us 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. That really helps our show out. And we love your guys' comments, so comment on all our stuff. I believe comments are available now on Spotify, so you can do that. You can also send like messages and stuff through Spotify, so do that as well. And don't forget those 5-star reviews, guys. That stuff's very helpful for us. And then follow our show on Spotify and YouTube. Subscribe to our account, all that. Donate to the Slut Fund if you like the show. Help us out. We love that. And, that being said, thank you for listening to episode 206 of the Two Woke Boys. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke
Boys.
Boys.